Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about obtaining 10,000 or more subscribers and just as many views for your YouTube website. There's generally more. For today, I'd like to just discuss these 5 main topics or subjects that you need to focus on to get these types of results for your YouTube channels. First, there's click-through rates. Click-through rates are very important, as far as growing your YouTube channels. So basically, thumbnails are what help you obtain good click-through rates. And the thumbnails need to be aimed at whatever topics that are pretty much popular. And you can find those out by looking at Google Analytics and running studies on what's most popular, and just make your videos around those type topics, and then make custom thumbnails through Paint Shop Pro or Photoshop or just Microsoft Word Paint. If you're good enough, you can make a good looking thumb through there and just set it up, in your YouTube channel page, Creator Studio. And that will help you get more clicks, because clicks equal views and subscriptions and comments and likes and dislikes. You have to click to do any of those things, so that's why you need those clicks. So basically, your titles and your thumbnails are what's going to be important, and it will make a huge difference. And the way to improve it is you go into your YouTube dashboard and you find the styles of titles and thumbnails that are performing best as far as click-through rates. And then you want to make sure that they're getting the best average view ratio and retention, because that means that they're not, just coming and looking at something and then taking off to go to someone else with a better title or page or thumbnail. So make sure yours are good too. And if you have all these things done properly, then your page will grow. So make sure you do that. Your second number is you want to make sure that your pages have decent appearances. Or I guess you would want to, as far as like quality, you want to make sure the quality of your content is better, more so than the amount or like the volume. So in other words, make sure it's not so much, you don't focus on the amount of because you have people out there with 1 to 10 videos uploads, and they're getting millions of views, have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. So that's a prime example of what I'm talking about with tip number 2, where that I say you want to make sure that the quality is better than so much than the quantity. In other words, the goodness of your work, make that outweigh the amount of your work. In other words, like 1 good car will do better than 4 junky cars, that kind of a thing, that's tip number 2. So it's basically just a matter of increasing the click-through rates with the right combination of thumbnail titles, so that you get more clicks and views. And so that way your page will grow, your channel will grow. And the third tip that I could give is to manage your content and to manage your workload time as far as production time. Don't let friends and family discourage you or lead you away from doing what you need to do to first get your time managed and your workload managed first. Get your work done and make sure that your work is of quality. Do all those things first. That's the third good tip. And tip number 4 will be like the strategies that you use to get your channel to grow. So you have to make sure you have good strategies as far as using Google Analytics to find out which titles and all are the most popular, and that'll give you the strategies to use to get more clicks and things. So make all your videos according to what's sort of popular and trending, and that could change from month to month, day to day in some cases, at least week to week. And I'd say the fifth thing would be to focus on your the comments on each one of your videos, as far as like the comments and likes and dislikes. You know, don't focus on them more than it makes you get discouraged or anything like that. But do focus and pay attention, because sometimes you can increase your click-through rates because of mild little changes that you make. And also to be courteous and try to create clean-cut content, because of the, you know, when you're working with AdSense and YouTube partnerships and all that, they look at that profanity, too much cussing and all that it just mess you up. And so basically to do all these things would be like your community and all to work good with your community, and as far as YouTube partnerships, AdSense, the content commentators or people that make comments. If they want to hate on you, you still need to be clean cut. Don't cuss them out if they cuss you out, because that could get your page or your channel deleted, suspended, you know. So those are basically the main 5 things that I know of that will get your, you know, and it may take you a couple of weeks or so to a month, but if you do these things and use different thumbnails and stuff like that, and just like use some subs for subs, you know, to get your subscribers list up. You know, they have the Google Play Store has sub for subs that you can use and things like that. You have to be careful with that to not get yourself banned or suspended, but it's possible. Just don't go overboard with it. Just keep making good content and upload new content, preferably daily, if not every other couple of days, at least once or twice per week, because that helps grow your channel too. And so that's basically the 5 things that I know of that will help you grow your channel. This particular channel that you're looking at this video on hasn't really grown big yet, but I have a couple of more channels that are really up there. You know, they have close to 400,000 subscribers and over millions, over like 10 million different hits. And I make like around $8,000 per month off of this one site. So, you know, I do know what I'm talking about. And it's more of a private site. I can't really just show you all that, because it's really a site that I run through a trust, through a company name. But anyhow, that's private, so it'll stay private. These things should help you. If you don't believe me, just do them. And most of them don't cost a lot of money. They cost money as far as your time and your energy, but not your cash. They don't really cost your cash. They cost your time and your energy and your patience and your ability to get along well with others, particularly others who do not seem to want to get along well with you. They may be what someone would deem a hater, but you have to learn how to overcome this hater nation or hateration, whatever you want to call it. But those are the 5 things that I can think of that'll help you. And you think 10,000 subscribers, you'll get more than 10,000, more like probably 60 to 70,000 if you do these things for a whole entire year. Just get the system down and keep doing those things, making uploads 3, if not 4 times per week, at least anywhere from 3 to 5 uploads per week, each upload session of 4 or 3 to 5 videos a piece each day. Like, in other words, if you're going to upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, then on Monday, you'd upload at least 3 to 5 videos of at least a minute long, you know, at least 60 seconds or longer. And make sure that you do the search engine optimization, the SEO, where that you create the correct keywords and things like that, of that nature, and tags, because that's very important. And on your comment sections, I would take and make the changes where no one could leave an inappropriate comment. That will help cut down on the hateration stuff, as far as hating. Because sometimes if other haters see where you've got a trend of haters hating and commenting, and you're busy out there on the golf course or just somewhere kicking, laying back in the shade and not managing those comments, then that could create a snowball effect, and 10 negative comments may turn into 100 over a week's time. So if you have that setting set where the inappropriate comments have to be approved by you or whatever moderator that you assign to it, or moderators, then you could alleviate that. You can fix it where those things won't help create a negative snowball effect on your YouTube channel or website page, whichever. And these things work not only with YouTube, but they just work with web pages in general. So you could have a Daily Motion account, just a website of your own domain name. These same things work for that, and they work for YouTube. YouTube, you can get over a little better because you can partner with them, and they already have AdSense, and then you can run your own AdSense account. But you can also run your AdSense account with your own personal domains too, and make more money that way. I don't know about more. It depends if you know about the SEO and all that and do these things I'm talking about. You could really make more with your own site. But since YouTube knows these things, they bring a lot of customers to you, by your way. So that's how you actually get over, by partnering with them, because they're bigger. But if you do the things like that I'm saying in this video here, then you'll see that it works. Okay, well, hey, I'm sorry to take so much of your time, but this is just me talking, not trying to be all perfect or anything, just down to earth talking about how you can get your websites to grow on. This stuff works, man. You got to listen to me and try it. Maybe my presentation isn't as good as someone like Bill Gates' presentations, but yet and still what I'm saying works too. It's worked for me. I make thousands of dollars on this other site, so I'm telling you, it works. You just have to try it and not get all upset when and if things don't work. You just try and retry and retry. This is what I did. It took me like about 4 to 5 years to just even catch on how to grow these sites. And it was through trial and error, really. Trial and error and new changes, YouTube changes. They got the better beta type creator studio now. That instead of that original creator, the original one, that's okay. But it doesn't give you like those click-through rates and all that. That's with the newer type dashboard system that YouTube has. And it helps you. It's just a heck of a lot better. You can get over better using it than that older version, because it didn't give you click rates or anything like that, or the Google Analytics like you need as far as what's popular and popping. But anyhow, I've got to get off here. You all have a good day.